Okay, I'm back with another White Dwarf video, and I think this one turned up yesterday. This is December 2023, issue 495. We're getting very close to issue 500. 500. Wow. And to think there's like, well, 12 a year, but they did do weekly for a little while, didn't they? Anywho, White Dwarf 495. The Leviathan. So, if you like Tyrannids, this is a good issue for you. And we have our contents. In the contact, some really cool little dioramas and stuff. Model of the month is absolutely incredible. What a great conversion that is in the paint job as well. I mean, all the miniatures in here, like, it feels like there is a much higher level to get your stuff in the contact pages these days. So, Worlds of Warhammer, what's in a name? Study of etymology, I think I pronounced that right, in the mortal realms. And, yeah, all the names are used so they can sue people if they copy them. Essentially, rather than having their generic dwarfs and elves, etc. In the bunker, so second round of side crown sundering. Some challenges as always. Glimpse into a studio campaign. Cool little piece of artwork there. Some miniatures as well. Now 40k, a little mission there. We've of course got our mission for Age of Sigmar. Kill Team Jungle Warfare. It's really cool. Basic training, getting the most out of a charge phase. So, these little articles for all different parts of playing 40k. So, now it's the charge phase. And they're pretty cool. Hobby Hangout this time is all about zenithal painting. I don't know if you've watched any, I mean, almost any painting tutorials on YouTube, you'd have come across zenithal painting. Sounds quite interesting with the light source coming from the bottom of miniature. And of course, we also get the overhead light source as well. Bunker of the month. So, French one this month. Some really awesome looking miniatures already. The Warhammer Studios Gods of War. Really love a really light colour for Marathi there. Speaking of light colours, that L'Ariel is amazing. And then I've got Angron as well. It's a miniature I need to pick up. It's a beautiful miniature. That's an epic paint job. Look, the sword looks fantastic. Really cool. It's all non-metallic metal, isn't it? That is amazing. So, into the Age of Sigmar section now. And that's a really cool piece of art, actually. That is a really, really cool piece of art. I like that a lot. Seize the Crown, a battle plan. So some narrative battles for the end of the Slide Crown Sundering campaign. This is becoming a right mouthful to say. So lots of story stuff. Chasms of Galley. And we go into Warcry. Heroes of Civilization, so new quests and campaign rules. I haven't played Warcry in ages. I love Warcry. Certainly have to sort out having some games in the future. And then we go into 40k again, another really awesome piece of art. So, Tale of Four Warlords this month, we're going back to 40k. And these armies are just beautiful, aren't they? I really love the Dark Apostle conversion. Looks very different to any Dark Apostle I've ever seen, but really cool. I love the little bodyguards for him. Such a cool miniature. We've got the Space Marines in that bright orange. They are really cool in orange. Then we've got the Plague Fleet. So a really cool sort of Nurgle Traitor Guard army. Really cool. And then we have Admech, and I love the use of the Ash Waste Nomads. And they work so well. Really well with the Admech. I like the Ogrins, even the use of the Ogrins there, which I assume are they actually going to count as Ogrins, or are they Cataphron Destroyers? Yeah, Cataphron Destroyers. That is really cool. I mean, I love the Cataphron Destroyers on the tracks. They're just really cool miniatures, but the Ogren conversion's very cool. 4 beautiful armies there. Looking forward to seeing them again in a couple of months. So some board and action stuff. The 4th Tyrannic War. That's where we get into some of the Tyrannid contents in this issue. Really cool big old map. I love all the maps and stuff they do. An in-depth look at the design and the creation of the Tyrannids. I love this timeline of some of the old miniatures. Look at that first ever one. It looks so goofy but also amazing. I love it. Well, I love the original Screamer Killer. See, that's around the time when I was sort of getting around sort of late 90s time I sort of got into the hobby, so I remember these miniatures being around. I remember a friend having them, and that's probably one of the heaviest miniatures probably ever held. I know there's worse, but that thing was just a big lump of metal. So cool though. And yeah, seeing how they've changed over the years and how old some of the miniatures are that are still in the range, to be fair as well, is quite surprising. Little size guide there. I like it said "you are here." I think that's fantastic. That's so funny. Just shows how big rippers are actually. We think of them as these tiny little things, but if they're around in real life, they'd be the size of a dog. And not a small dog either. So yeah, imagine swarms of hundreds of them coming at you. That's bad enough. And then you get to see that Tyrannofex or a Morlock in the distance. Although Morlock's probably coming right under your feet. Really cool, and it's a cool. I don't really have the time or the patience to do an army like that. I did start painting some, but I ended up selling them. I prefer stuff in power armor. Don't have to paint as many of them. Yeah, but they're so cool, aren't they? So yeah, so this is a really cool section. I'd love to see this for other armies as well. Like all the weapons there. It's really cool. All close combat weapons, monstrous bone swords, toxic lashes and lash whips, and yeah, really cool. I really like that. I like that. Definitely hope we get some more features like this for other armies. Norn Emissary. Yeah, really cool. Really cool. Humanity's fear for the future of technology. So this annoys me a little bit because we've got this really amazing Lamenter's army and they've chucked these things like right in the middle. It's really annoying. I don't think my camera wants to focus on all. Although, to be fair, we've got this sort of nice photograph of them, but I would like to have seen just an army shot where you could see them a bit clearly. I know they try and make these pictures look all, say realistic, but you know, sort of, there's a mood there. And I'd just like to just see them all just laid out on a tabletop. We can see him clearer. Don't get me wrong, these look fantastic, but you know, a bit of both I think would be better. And I think there is, yes, there are some, like more pictures like this, so you just see the miniatures a lot clearer. And probably don't take them half as long to make these images as it does these ones either. I really like the Death Company and accessories over for checkered, sort of quartered pan. And yeah, the checkered banner and the amount of checks that has been painted in this army. Enough to drive anyone insane. But yeah, the Mentors are one of them armies, like, if you do them right, they just look absolutely spectacular. I love the purple as an accent colour as well. That obviously a complementary colour to yellow, so it works perfectly. Absolutely beautiful army, and if you want to see more beautiful miniatures, we've got Visions of Warhammer with some amazing dioramas, all created by Rodrigo Lucas Frias, which I hope I pronounced correctly. You probably haven't. So it's Necrons. We got Nagash there, which is really cool. I'm sure a lot of you have probably seen that one already. Just another day at work. I really like that. I'd love to do a diorama like that someday. I haven't really done sort of dioramas. Definitely something else to try and do. I absolutely love the Wild Road. It's got that sort of Mad Max feel to it, with dust cloud. No, it is quite a talent to be able to make a diorama with that sort of sense of movement from something that's just static. It's very cool. Flying high. I just love the little grot in there. Yes, such a cool image. I love the Storm Boys. I hope when they eventually redo them that we still get that sort of character in the miniatures. Surrounders is probably my favourite one actually, with the zombies coming through, the Escher laying on the floor. Like, that's really cool. I mean, the whole sewer scene just looks amazing. Little sign and the sort of sewage water coming down. It's so cool. But they're in trouble. They're not going to survive that. So yeah, awesome. So we go into Necromunda. House Goliath. In the studio campaign. Some really awesome miniatures here. So the Somnus Fellowship. So Chaos Cultists Warband. So really, really cool. Love the vehicles. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? I love that. And I have no idea what that is. Awesome. So we've got the Black Library, Mother of Invention. And inside the studio, so we've got Vox Chatter and Hobby Bingo. Now I didn't actually look, show off the Hobby Bingo thing, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. So it was in the middle. Then we've got Review of the Year. So some really cool Blue Custodes. Very cool. Yeah, just some lovely miniatures all around. Really nice. Yeah, so Hobby Bingo, if we just go back to the middle. There's the so that's for Bunker Bingo. I don't know if they're going to do another Hobby Bingo or whether it's just for Bunker Bingo. Which is fine. I did try doing the bingo thing a couple of years ago, but sort of, you know, you sort of give up by summer. There's quite a few games in this one, so yeah, Psychic Sorcerers and the Supernatural. It's quite an interesting thing. So yeah, that's what it is for next year. Again, I don't know if they'll just do a generic one or whether it'll just be the bunker one. They seem to be really into the whole bunker thing now, don't they? Which is cool. If you're playing along with that, I'm sure it's great. But yeah, it's the last White Dwarf of the year. So we'll see what January brings. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thumbs up, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll see you again in the next one.